Okay, so in previous sessions, we've talked about how, like, when you're bending your spine, the whole body should share the demand of that bend or arch or, curve forward evenly. And how if you have stiff shoulders or stiff hips, then that can make the low back have to hinge more and make up for that stiffness. So we talked about loosening up shoulders, mid to upper back, loosening up the hips, and then today we're going to talk about how to stabilize and kind of brace the lower core, and then some like low back strengthening exercises. So first thing we did was talk about bracing the core. So easiest way to do it is on your back with your knees up. And so I like to help people find neutral with their spine. So you can kind of tip your hips forward and arch up off the floor. So that's an arch. And then tuck your tail between your legs basically and kind of hollow. So we do a lot of work in that hollow position in gymnastics, and you're trying to like push your back down into the floor, but it's also really important to be able to brace your core in more of a neutral position. So if you imagined yourself standing, there would be some like normal curvature to the low back, for example. And you want to be able to brace yourself in that position for like landings and stuff like that. So anyway, arch, hollow, and then find neutral. And then once you're here, you want to think about like if someone were going to punch you in the gut and you're like bracing for impact, you should feel like your abs contract and go down. If you feel like you're puffing them out full of air and you can't breathe, then you're doing it wrong and you're using air to kind of provide that stability in your abdominal cavity. So brace for the punch. That should tighten everything up here. And then you would just want to make sure you can still breathe. So try to take 3 deep breaths while you're tight here. And that's the basics for bracing. Once you master it in this position, then a tougher position is on your hands and knees. So again, you would kind of arch and hollow, and then find neutral. And then once you're here, brace for that punch and see if you can draw your belly up towards you. And then another position you can try it in is this half kneeling position. So you can tip your hips forward and pull them too far back. Find neutral. Brace for that punch here. And then you can also do it in just a kneeling position here.